No, we are not at the launch of yet another SUV. It's continuing to reign sedans, and this here is the all-new Toyota Camry. It has been a permanent fixture in Toyota's India's lineup since 2002, and it is here now in its 9th generation. Toyota has launched the new Camry at a price of 48 lakhs, and like its predecessor, it will continue to be locally assembled here. Come, let me take you for a detailed walk around. Visually, the new Camry looks like an evolution of its predecessor, but if you look closely, Toyota seems to have taken a page out of Lexus's design book, and that's a great thing in my opinion. The nose, especially the chin, has a typical Lexus-like anvil shape, and you even get some spindle-like detailing here at the edges. The brackets here at the edges of the bumper further accentuate the width of the sedan. The top part here gets this angular headlamp pod with this C-shaped LED DRL and two LED projector headlamps. The headlamp units are connected by this narrow grille here, which also houses the ADAS module. The Toyota logo has now moved from the grille to atop the bonnet, and there's also some strong character lines flowing down. In profile, not much has changed. It is just marginally longer, but the wheelbase is the same as its predecessor, and there's some beautiful character lines flowing down the length of the sedan. I really like the design of these 18-inch dual-tone alloy wheels, and while we are here, we can just appreciate the beautiful proportions of traditional three-box design, can't we? At the rear, it's a really neat and tidy design. The only real highlight is this C-shaped LED pattern for the tail lamps, and you also get a chrome trim down below. But unlike most modern cars, you don't get a full-width LED light bar here at the rear. Taking a look at the boot, it's a pretty deep and large space, and under the boot floor you also get a full-size spare wheel. Now inside the Camry, it gets an all-new dashboard. It's not that asymmetrical layout of the previous gen model, but instead it's all horizontally laid out and very nicely layered. What's really nice is there are lots of physical buttons for your basic functions such as your ventilation and your climate control settings. The front seats themselves are generally quite comfortable. They're nicely bolstered towards the sides, and the steering wheel is a nice chunky unit with paddle shifters. What I really like are these horizontal strakes here on the passenger side of the dashboard that nicely conceals the side AC vents. Now in terms of features, you get a single pane moonroof here, there's a wireless charging pad here, you get 360-degree camera, you get powered adjustment for the steering wheel. But the real highlight is of course this 12.3-inch digital touchscreen here, and you also get a digital instrument cluster. The screen is off right now, but I can tell you that the resolution is really good and it responds well to your touch inputs. Here's the full list of features on your screen now. Now in terms of storage, there are two cup holders out here. The door pads have decent amount of storage in them, and there's also a large space here under this front armrest. The center console also houses your drive mode buttons. So there's Eco, Normal, Sport, and you even get a full EV mode. Also there's a electronic parking mode button here. I'm seated in the back seat of the new Camry, and this is the real highlight of the sedan. This is the place to be. I'm 5 foot 8 inches tall, and as you can see, I have plenty of knee room and headroom, and I can imagine somebody taller than me would also not face any trouble with space. Some creature comforts here. You get manual sun blinds. Then you have a powered function for the front passenger seat so that you can open up even more knee room, and you also get a fold out armrest wherein there is a touch screen, and you get further functions here like you can adjust the recline of your seats, and you get 3-zone temperature control, so you can set your individual temperature back here, and you also get some media and volume controls. Overall space is really nice. Under thigh support is a little bit lacking, but the seats are generally very comfortable. But there's a high transmission tunnel here, so it's best suited for 4 passengers only. Now under the skin, the Camry remains largely unchanged. It continues to be underpinned by the TNG architecture, and it carries forward the same 2.5-litre 4-cylinder petrol hybrid engine as before, mated to an eCVT gearbox driving the front wheels. Overall power, however, is now more than before. Toyota claims it now produces 230 horsepower. The hybrid system is a next-generation unit which has made the Camry more efficient than before, and Toyota claims it returns 25 kilometers to the litre. Now, with most car makers having abandoned sedans, the Camry only has the Skoda Superb for company in this executive sedan segment. But we'd like to know, what do you think of the new Camry? Do you like the design? Do you like the interiors? And would you pick this over the Skoda Superb? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to the Autocar India channel.